Hello, very good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, welcome all for this week 6 interaction program, right? Hope all of you would have gone almost completed 60% of the course or 50, more than 50%. Next week lesson also has been shared with you, right? So as you all know, we have discussed some important topic in this week, which will include the following. The two important things about the battery. The battery we have discussed elaborately, including last week. We have shared, we will continue uh, this one, further discussion. Second aspect is the uh, electric vehicle. Highest level of penetration is happening in two-wheelers, right? A lot of requests to come. People want to have insight about the two-wheeler, all right? So two-wheeler has become very important in aspect in EV penetration, right? That is why we included dedicated this one in the two-wheeler aspect, right? We all know the engineering, topology, architecture, and everything is not the overall. It will have a motor, it will have a battery, it will have a BMS, it will have a cooling, all that. But the size, shape, requirement, everything is totally different, right? The second aspect is that India has moved over the last 15 years from normal scooter to motorbikes, right? 70, you may be surprised, 70 to 75% is the bike market, right? About 20-25% only scooters, that too with a few players. Leading players have vacated the space on the scooter. So with the advent of electric vehicle, electric two-wheeler, lot of companies started looking two-wheeler scooters are a big opportunity. 3 years ago, if you take top 10, all of them were all new player. New player means that they were not in the business of two-wheeler, right? They were not having any legacy IC engined scooters, right? All of them came to market. One count says that about 200 odd startups got registered, right, for the electric scooter. People thought that getting an electric scooter is ready, right? So you can import some battery pack, import some motor, and then other things are many things standard. Tires are available, disc drum brake available, so we can assemble a scooter like that. Some people got a collaboration also or basic design, right? Also put up a very huge investment and huge plans, right? But what happened today, if you take top 10, top 5, if you take top 5, electric scooters, right? None of the big companies who are there are not there in the list, right? So who are the top player now? The electric, any idea? Anybody?
TVS, Ether, and Bajaj. I think these are the top three, sir.
Yeah, absolutely right. So 3 years back, of course, Ather Energy is, we can proudly say that it is a IIT incubated company. The founders are IIT students, one of them from our Department of Engineering Design. It has come out very well, one of the very successful product. They followed a very systematic product development process. Now they are one of the leading companies. They are not number one or number two. They are leading. They are having very good market share, and they also started delivering some variants. Right. So that is why we have added topics devoted to two-wheeler. Right. Also, people started no new company. They started with where to start, where today. Many of the earlier failure cases, including warranty and customer dissatisfaction, some of the incidents of fire, everything attributed to two things. Product is not well validated, right? Product has not seen the testing, right? They assemble the vehicle, the initial hype was there, people started buying, and then they no repeat sales. That has been the condition. So we'll take one by one, right, and discuss further. First one we said continuing electric vehicle batteries. No? Batteries are very many a time I have been told repeatedly. It's a very important thing in terms of that is what the energy source, all right, and it is the heaviest component. It is occupying lot of space, and of course, costs high. Total vehicle cost, the battery pack cost is almost 40 to 50%. That is why to have a very high penetration. So what is the key issue amongst the potential buyer or buyers for buying or not buying the electric vehicle? Any thoughts? Anybody?
And I think the range anxiety and trust on the vehicle, that is the main concern. People are not buying or not used to buying that EV. I think the main concern. And also the battery pack cost is the most affecting criteria uh, toward EV.
Range anxiety. And the second point, what did you say? I didn't hear properly.
Battery, sir, battery cost. That is why, because some people think
No,
that
no.
the cost of the
Yeah.
battery is very high. If once it got damaged, then it will cost around 60% of vehicle cost. That is the main concern, I think.
No, first opening remark you said range anxiety, and the second point you said something.
That
You want the battery cost?
Yes, battery cost. And also
Okay.
the reliability of a electric vehicle that I already mentioned, sir, before.
Any other thought?
Yeah, so one more point is that um, the thing is that battery anxiety is definitely a thing, especially for EV scooters. Because when you search online for chargers, you will see multiple chargers actually, and but it is not, most of them are not available for EV scooters. I think the situation of anxiety has produced in certain level for at least for car, but for scooter, it is still there because we are not getting more chargers outside city. In the city limits, there are chargers, of course, but out if you go outside the city, it is very difficult to find motorcycle chargers. You have to go to a shop and ask the shop owner to charge the vehicle. That is one. Also, the other thing is cost. At 1 lakh rupees, you can buy at least a base model of an ICE engine, but for EV, you should spend more. So combined, it is causing problems. That's what I think.
Yeah. Good. Any other thought? Please come forward. Two people are given
Majorly,
comment. Let others know. I would like participation from everyone.
currently it is not yet matured. Still, it is in developing stage only. And if some issues comes in the vehicle, it will take more time to repair, like give a solution.
Yeah. Any other thought?
Electronics issue is also there. There is a lot of failures that are happening. Even in four wheelers, we see, for example, with Tata CV, there is a lot of electronics failure.
Like what?
Something like the engine, I mean, the motor doesn't respond, or the car itself is not moving, and they are stuck, and there are multiple issues. I see.
Okay. Next. A lot of people are not coming forward. Prasad, Kannan, Gurudat, Govardhan, Arun Kannan, Ashish Rathod. Everybody is here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Lot of background noise. Gurudat.
Sir, am I audible now? No,
Yeah.
one is basically the battery disposable items and the battery charging is one of the factors. People are worried because in remote places it is now it's getting better, but previously it was very difficult to get the charging points, and suddenly the swapping points were not there. This could also be one of the contributing factors.
You said first point. What did you say?
Hmm.
Swapping, you said.
Yeah,
Charging.
but
What is the
battery
other one?
swapping and charging, sir, and the battery disposal actually.
Now, how many people are concerned about battery disposal as a big concern? I don't want to buy uh, battery electric vehicle. Other than Gurudat, anybody is really concerned?
So more than disposal, I would say resale value. Like after a period of time, what will we do with the vehicle is still a question. Like I think batteries are getting like bought back by many suppliers, but I don't know what will be the situation 5 years down the line if we are going with a PV vehicle. Like, as Honda Activa, you can sell after 4 or 5 years, 6 years. Still, you will get at least 40% of the cost. But what will be the EV situation is something which is to be seen.
No, that is two issues, Deepak. One is that you are saying battery disposal, right? Second thing you are asking about resale value of the vehicle, right? So Gurdat, what he says, people are concerned about the disposal of the EV batteries.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is it true? How many people are this thing? EV19, as a user, I am not concerned. So you want to become environment friendly, but you are saying that you are not concerned about the disposal. Actually, that is not the issue. All right. I just put forward another question to all the people. I would like to respond either by message or come back. So today, leave the electric vehicle. We are having lot of gadgets, uh, daily use, either in office or at home. All right. All the gadgets are energized with the battery. Can be a button cell, it can be a cylindrical cell, or it can be a prismatic cell. And some of them are latest modern laptop and what do you have, one cell phone. You are having lithium-ion battery itself, right? So we are using gadgets, number of gadgets. Everywhere is energy to the. No, we are not having any mechanical thing, right? Including kitchen appliances. The latest generation may not even know how to prepare a batter, idli batter, right? What traditionally we used to do, how people used to make chutney, right? All handheld tools, floor, right? People even may not have seen, those who are less than 25 years may not even seen. What is that? Everything has become, there is a wet grinder, there is ultra modern AI enabled grinder, then you have the mixie, portable mixie, portable, you want to do a churning, so battery operated churning tool is there, like that, so on and so forth, right? So what are you doing actually for the batteries? If the charge is less, your digital clock, your timepiece, your remote, what do you call your wristwatch, digital wristwatch, button cell. So what are you doing? We want a honest answer from everyone.
Basically, the wastes are not segregated. Electronic wastes are not
No,
segregated.
what are you doing in your own segregation, source segregation, are all is a bigger societal problem. As an individual, what are you doing? Frankly, tell me. Huh?
Sir, simply we are putting in the garbage.
Just to throw it to the bin, dustbin, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Lead acid battery or your dry cell and all is containing lead actually. So more poisonous. Button cells are there. So many things we are not taking care. But no, when it comes to electric vehicle, good that people are talking about it. So what will happen to the, because the button cell is a very small thing, insignificant. In my contribution, I just throw it. So what this going to matter? It's only a 10-15 gram battery, all right? But if you take an electric vehicle battery, it weighs something like somebody said, 50-60% of the cost and weight, right? 800 kilo car, unladen weight, 350 or 400 kg is on the battery. If you take a larger vehicle, proportionately it will be very high. So that is the become the concern, right? What I will do. So what's happening about the battery? 2-3 things. I listen all the thing. I will respond one by one. Two-wheeler. Somebody said bike. Number of bikes electric bikes being sold comparatively very small percentage as compared to scooters, right? Okay. I also told you for IC engine solution, bike population is very high, 80% market. Scooter is only 20%, only 2 or 3 players are there. But electric vehicle, highest percentage, maybe I not calculated, about 90% of the vehicle today, right? It is scooters. So what we thought as a charging is a big problem because we are used to go to a petrol bunk to take our vehicle, go and fill the petrol. En route also we will keep filling, right? But electric scooter, you don't need that actually. So you got a charger unit is given to you, mainly scooters I am telling. So you can use your own domestic normal plug, 5 amps plug, if necessary 15 amps plug, not essential. And they are giving a small charging unit. Of course, it will take some time, 0 to 80%, 70%, it takes 4-5 hours. And by 5 or 6 hours, 100% charge. So whenever the vehicle is parked, you can charge it. Domestic, I mean that kind of thing. Even offices, they started giving. Only they want a plug point. You can, it's a portable unit, small unit. So you take it, plug it, charge it, and then you take the vehicle. And very less expense. Right? It is not consuming very high power. The 3 kilowatt or 4 kilowatt battery on a scooter is not, of course, cost is there, but it saves a lot of energy. It is the biggest thing. Same thing, domestic charging facilities are available. Large apartments, office complex, right? They are all installing now. So you need not always depend on the outside support only. That is number one. Second concern, range anxiety. So range anxiety is true. A scooter you are using, I'm not talking about electric bike, scooter you are using per day, whatever the profession you are there. So what do you expect? Your own experience. People just put your number, the chat box, or you openly unmute and tell. So what is the kilometer you run per day? Just give you a sample. Go ahead. You understand the question?
I think it depends on the city we live in. So,
That's what, whichever the place.
for me, I'm in Pondicherry. I use the EV. For me, daily kilometers would be like 10 to 15 kilometers max. But if
Good.
I go to Chennai, it will be 40, 45.
Okay, good, fair. Any other numbers? 15 kilometer per day, Deepak. Then
Sir, around around 60 kilometer I ride daily.
60 kilometer,
60, 60.
60. Okay,
Hmm.
fair.
Sir, myself 50, sir.
50, fair.
Up and down.
Up and down. That's what. Any more numbers? Any vehicle. I'm just not putting only EV. I'll tell you what is the significance. Any other number? Simple question.
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. Good. 5, 15, 50, 60. Any other number? Anybody is using 100 plus kilometer in a scooter daily? Mostly no, right? 10 kilometer per day. Yes, fair. So, if all these people who have responded, do you think you have a range anxiety is a problem for your scooter?
No, sir, it is what I'm saying now. 60 kilometer I need to use not electric scooter or any other vehicle like motorcycle or car. My office distance is 30 kilometers. And to and fro
Fair,
total,
fair.
yeah, total is 60 kilometers. If something
Understand.
I need to do, if something I need to do other work like anything, then I just think by using a scooter, I have a Vida. So it's a full range is around 98 kilometers. It gives me per charge. Okay, but if I think to go somewhere else, na, battery remains only 35 to 40 kilometer at the end of the day. So that time I feel yeah, I should charge it. Then I go. Otherwise, I use my motorcycle to go anywhere. For 60 kilometer, it is okay. There is no anxiety. But other than this 60 regular, if I have some other work to do on any other day, then I have to just think about that. I need to charge it before going somewhere. That is why I'm saying, sir.
Same thing for a petrol bike also.
But sir,
Petrol has to be reserved.
yeah, but there
Petrol,
is in petrol we can fill it
yeah,
at the moment. Yeah.
the electric you can charge it. You have your own charger.
Yes.
So see the thing, a vehicle no 10, 15, 20 kilometer and all. Then you have a the chargers, car charger or what do you call scooters. The chargers you can do overnight charging. No, those are not having night shift. But the people are having night shift, they can charge during the daytime. So electric vehicle, whatever the time it takes, right? You cannot use the vehicle. That is the very basic thing. Within that, whenever you find time, you can charge it, right? So that is not a big concern. Initially, all the vehicles had very low uh, capacity range, right? Today, cars, it has crossed 600, yeah, very good. 650 kilometer range is given. One petrol vehicle, you don't have anything like a 600 vehicle. So recently we went to Tirupati for a trip pilgrimage. That Innova, sorry, no, not Innova, that is a Ertiga, right? He had a CNG engine, not petrol, dual fuel, of course, petrol and CNG. CNG per kg gives 22 kilometer. CNG tank capacity is 7 kg. So per charge, it's almost giving 140 kilometer. That means a long distance. Pretty short, still it will be less. So every 140 kilometer, you have to go to a CNG station and you have to fill it. You have to fill the cylinder, then only you can continue. So Tirupati trip, starting is already fully filled. En route, we went to a HP bunk, filled it. On return again, we filled it. Then we have come back. So it is not that worse for the charging session. So we asked him, what is the benefit over it? Vehicle is also costing something like 1.5 to 2 lakhs more as compared to a petrol vehicle. Diesel option is going out, right? They are not giving. Many of the manufacturer stopped giving diesel option. He says it is economical. Per kg cost is 95 rupees per kg, right? That is getting 22. Same 1 liter petrol you use, same 95 or 100 or 105 is getting only 10 kilometer off of it. So he's saying that double the benefit. So if you compare, it is 2.5 or 3 times is the benefit for the energy consumption. That is the greatest thing. People have enjoyed it. They are happy about it. So other thing about the price, of course, cost. Why cost is very high? Any idea? Cost of the battery is very high today in a vehicle cost. Any idea why it is so costly?
Sir, maybe supply chain, maybe the reason production is less and demand is high right now.
Not fully correct, somewhat correct. Anybody else?
Sir, the material cost.
Huh?
The material cost.
Uh,
It contains rare earth material almost, not our regular.
no, I am
If you
talking about
see
a
the
battery.
yes, sir, battery having the inside the chemistry, whatever the material needs, correct? That is not readily available or in market requirement. Like if you are going for the IC engine, almost every parts are into the steels or some the available material we can manufacture and we can do the machining and everything. It's purely depends on the mechanical components. But if you see the battery, it has the electrical, I mean chemical composition which will convert into the electrical energy, correct? So the material is not readily available, which will make the cost impact also.
Yeah, good. Any other point?
The investment for lithium ion batteries itself is for to set
Like
up the
investment, what?
for manufacturing the batteries.
Hmm. Energy intensive mining cost would have to be included. Hmm. There is some very key point. Nobody is coming forward.
Only China is having the more battery supplying capability, and we dependent on China only regarding the battery.
Yeah. So India, we are not producing any cell. So we have seen detail cell, module, battery pack, BMS, BTMS, connectors, internal cable, cooling system, thermal management. Right? It's called the total battery assembly. But it starts with the cell level. India, till today, we don't have cell manufacturing unit. Now only lot of companies are coming forward, started setting up plants and all. Many companies, right? China is one of the leading. It is geographically concentrated mines, right? Worldwide, the materials are not available everywhere. Some of the mines, huge capacity lithium mines and all, owned or controlled by Chinese companies, right? India is not owning any of the mines overseas. So you have some Korean companies, Chinese, limited Japanese. These are all the people in the business of cell manufacture for electric vehicle, right? Electric vehicle cell chemistry is totally different from other commercial use. So that is one of the major factor that adds to the cost. Also the scarcity, supply chain. Given the geopolitical, lot of restrictions are there. So you can import, cannot import. Like today, value addition, if you take a battery pack, no cell we are not producing. People are importing cells, people are importing modules. They make the final assembly, right? And that level of maximum value addition today's level by Indian companies are about less than 30%. 70% or more is going for the imported supply chain, and you have to spend in foreign exchange. So that is the key point why the battery cost is high. And the battery cost itself from 2010 and 2015, sorry, 2015 to 2025, 10-12 years ago, the per kilowatt cost of the battery, can anybody give quote what was the price in dollar? 1 kilowatt equivalent battery, what was the cost?
Some $100.
Sir, when, sir?
10 years ago, 2010 to 2015.
$50 to $100, sir.
You tell the figure. Whoever wants to say what is the figure.
Sir, exactly, not knowing, but there will be huge price 10 years ago. I can say per kilowatt now around roughly we are making 10,000 to 17,000, but 10 years ago it be 5x something, 75,000 per
Yeah.
kilo.
Anybody else? We all should know about the economics also, financial angle, economics, taxation, sourcing, transportation cost, all that no. As an engineer, you should be abreast of many other things apart from technical, how to do the verification, validation, what to. The other things also very important. That's why I'm drawing out. So published data is available. It was $1,000 per kilowatt, right? Today, the sub 100, it is around bulk purchase. Bulk people, not our clients, they are paying about $65 to $70. So you can see that drastic reduction. It is 10 and more than 10x, 12x reduction. $1,000 to $65, right? Why? The technology is greatly improved in terms of manufacturing, in every aspect, mining, usage of material, efficiency improvement, and then a very high robust manufacturing process. All that no has contributed for drastic reduction. So even what they say, stabilize the price sub 60 uh, is what available to everybody. Cost of electric vehicle will be almost equal to petrol vehicle, right? That's what is the thing. People are repeatedly saying. So almost we are closer to that, right? That is the other aspect. Other thing, another innovation, what is happening? So battery as a service. Any idea? Anybody knows what is a battery as service?
Yes, sir. It is a rental based per kilometer. Nowadays, the OEM is charging instead of initial investment for the battery.
Absolutely. So it is like this battery cost is high. Suppose 10 lakh is the cost of the vehicle. Manufacturer charges for 4.5 lakhs, right? And what companies have done? Many companies have started introducing, seeing the sign of success. So they are not collecting cost of the battery. So 10 lakh is the vehicle. Battery cost is 4 lakh. He is selling the vehicle for only 6 lakhs. And that provision is available even without battery, you can buy a vehicle. PMVR already I told you there is a provision government has given to give some flexibility to the customer to lease the battery, buy the battery, or you have a buyback plan, all that. So what companies have done, they launched vehicle without collecting the cost of the battery. So what is the benefit for the company? More number of vehicle sales, higher penetration. But how the customer has to this thing per kilometer. So the vehicle will be tracked like your electricity meter or mobile bill, like any utility bill. So you will be paying some agreed amount to the company or the operator. Sometimes maybe OE company or there may be a operating company. So you have to pay per month. So that is catching up. Why the reason is that they want to see more people to buy electric. Yeah, EV11 is your
Sir, in battery as a service, charging is free. Charging is also calculated paid by company only, or we need to charge our vehicle at home.
charging is not free, as I know.
Mm. Why?
Charging is
Because they are charging around 3 to 4 rupees per kilometer as a service cost. So, in
what is
this
the
cost,
cost?
charging is available or not?
No, what is the cost? What is the charging won't take much, right? Cost of charging itself consumes per unit that
Mm.
will be very very less. Major cost is the capital cost, right?
Okay. Okay.
If you take the battery and he is giving you this thing and you take the interest cost, all that, the charging cost will be very very less. Even
Okay.
that is included, he won't charge. You may be spending, for example, about 50, 60 paise, you will demand 2 rupees collection charge, this, that and all. Anyway, check it. This is my understanding. They are not because charging is given, so the responsibility of charging the vehicle becomes the OEM or the operator.
OEM responsibility.
So you'll keep just sending a mobile WhatsApp message. My charge is done. You send your person to charge it. So most people may not desire also. So your safety concern is greatly removed. Range keep on increasing, and the battery cost is significantly coming down. Battery as a service, alternate option available, and the other important is that we are having something like battery swapping and all, not very successful because for the reason that batteries are not standardized, mountings are not standardized, so interoperability will be a problem. So people are not saying good success for the battery swapping. Maybe some big fleet operator and that, for them it may be economical. Handling the battery will be quick, but you have to have a charging infrastructure. So that is the other point we have to consider. Then
Sir,
battery disposal. Yeah, yes, Kannan, please go ahead.
yeah, sorry for the interruption, sir. Actually, battery as a service, if you are saying they are giving the per kilometer 3.2 rupees something. Assume that we are running per month 1,000 kilometers, so 3,200 directly the basic charge. Even if you are running or without running your vehicle, you need to pay some minimum amount. Is there like again we are charging from our own electricity. That also will have at 3,000 to 4,000 bill. Okay, electricity bill. So this 3,000 and that 3,200 all together nearly coming 6.5 or 7. So again, the battery is not our own. Again, the resale value is very and when we are with the vehicle also. So all the things how we will move for a battery as a service. The- in can not
No, battery
so
is a service as far as now it is very highly successful. Then it is not a mandatory. If you have that kind of concern, you can take a vehicle, you can pay it, you pay 10 lakh rupees, and then buy the vehicle, use it, charge it, right? So that is not a issue. Another option, one more company has come, Indian company has come. They are saying that guaranteed buyback of the battery. Some years they have mentioned. So they are given that. So we'll buy the battery. You don't bother. So that is an additional thing. And the other one is the battery as a leasing. That's a big service. Leasing also you may be knowing. But every month or every this thing, you're like EMI, you have to pay a leasing charges, right? Different models are there, which will be whichever whoever the customer, they can opt for the best solution for their own use. The first point what you said, Kannan, is not true. It is per kilometer. If you use some kilometer, then only it will be charged. No, you are not using 3 months. Maybe some basic charge may be there, but they are not going to charge anything. 1,000 kilometers per month you have to run. That is not the case.
okay, sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
EV11 you raised again.
Sir, charging from grid takes around 25 to I think 33 rupees per kWh. So if I charge a car like 40 or 35 40 kWh battery, if I charge it cost around 7 to 800 rupees, then it and also it will done around 300 or 250 kilometers. Then the cost will be the same, na sir. And what's the if a battery electric vehicle charger is DC charger, the cost will remain same as the or little higher, lower than petrol. It is only beneficial if I charge at home only.
No, it is like this. As I think already I covered charging section. Tester charger tester. I'm going to take the 2-3 lectures are there about charger and the charger testing. The charging cost includes, if you have a domestic charge, you are not creating any special infrastructure. But if you go for fast charging or ultra fast charging, then there are some installation regulation, some certification, all that is there. If I own a scooter or car, I use a domestic capacity and charge overnight or something, I have 5-6 hours. The charger will take care of my requirement. But I am going on a highway, so can you stop your car or scooter for charging 5-6 hours? Obviously, no, you may not like it. At that time, you say that I will go for the fast charging. So fast charging is not always recommended for certain reason. One is the battery degradation. And then all the batteries are not capable of absorbing the fast charging. You have a different charging logic is there. I'll explain later in the 10th week lecture or something, which I'm going to cover about the chargers, different type of charger, what is fast charging. So there, what is a constant current charging, then constant voltage charging. So what is the testing protocol, how to test the charger, how to monitor the vehicle, all that are complicated. So if you take a normal vehicle, I want to have a ultra fast charging, which only Tesla has, ultra fast charger. So different analogy, different safety provision they have provided. So that will take and you quickly absorb. So that cost will be absorbed in India, right? We don't know. Yes, it's very popular. There, even if you go to even petrol bunk, all the bunks, gas station they will call, petrol or diesel you want to fill, it is unmanned. Nobody will be there. The pump will be there. You have to park your vehicle, get down, you have to fill to the thing. Then there is a payment system. You pay it, then you take the vehicle. Same thing for electric vehicle. So user has to do charging. It will show the meter. What is the amount? There, people may not be willing to wait for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Right? So that is the biggest point. If you want to have charging charger unit, cost of the charger unit, and then facility and charging time. Charging time is very less, then you have to pay for that. So that is the economic equation. You please look at yourself as a electric vehicle charging station owner. So what will be your argument? Will you put forth the same argument? Today's condition, it is like chick or egg syndrome. Which will come first? People say that if I have a lot of charging station, I'll buy EV. Charging station fellow says, have you invested some lakhs or crores, maybe, we don't know. For that, I am hardly getting 2 vehicles per day. How it will become viable? So these are all the key issues, right? So we have our own apartment. So we have set some rules. Most of the scooters, they have mounted their own system, including we bought a scooter, TVS IQ. So very comfortable, more than 2 months. Is charging as we need. Same thing, some people have bought electric car. They are also their own charging. It is going to the grid meter, all right? So domestic charging, that is another advantage there. All of you must be aware. Domestic tariff for electricity is different as compared to commercial consumption. Significantly higher. It is 3x. So if you pay per unit some amount, 6 rupees or 5 rupees, depending on your meter and this thing. Cost high. That is another advantage. So a lot of people are going to install their charging company came to us 3 years back. Then they said they installed, we are not paid any money. So I'll collect it based on the people what they pay for the charging. So automatic charging is there. In 3 years, hardly only 3 people have used, 3 times it has been used. It's lying idle. All other people, they opted for whether car or a scooter, they have charging in their own car parking and the connection is given from their own panel board, right? Each house has got a panel board. So that is what is given connection and it is working well. Nowadays, apartment people are saying that, so you must have a solar integration and also you must have a charging facility for the each apartment. So that's also they are saying, right? So individual have to work cost economic. This thing, what is the? I can buy a vehicle. I can have domestic charging, or I am like a commercial user, so I have to pay more money for charging. So that is a trade-off. Is it clear? Other point about I just started is important. What is the recycling of the battery, right? So you have a battery, you just dispose it. So you don't have a dumping yard and all. Even if you bury it, it is creating a lot of environmental problem. So batteries collection mechanism is getting installed. So there will be a recycling plant. What it does is highly sensitive. So they take the battery, dismantle it completely, and they try to segregate the common. Each cell has got a different thing. Maybe outer cover, maybe some plastic parts. All that are separated. Uh, all the elements, the cathode, anode, all that are taken. So all they make it as a powder or something. Then they do a chemical cleaning and extraction process. All that dust and other thing will be removed. So they will go for chemical extraction, right? So they can separate lithium, cobalt, iron, nickel, sulfur, iron, everything will be segregated, separated, right? Balance will be a small residue, so that will go as a industrial waste. See the metal, this one again processed to the metallurgical usable form. So that will go to different industry or even for the cell manufacture. So they will take it because it becomes a, from the mining you are using as a product, then again you put your use and then it is recycled. Whether all the batteries used in the electric vehicle, yeah, that cycle, number of cycle is given, SOH. The question is, what is the SOH for battery to, what would be the typical SOH, state of health, for the battery to be disposed of? There are guidelines available. Actually, that particular SOH is reached. This SOH is related to number of deep discharge cycle, right? It's not that no, your this one complete zero to complete high called one cycle to charge to discharge. So that is the cycle they design the cell for. It's called the state of health. It will be equal to 3000, 5000 cycle. Manufacturer will give that, right? So immediately the that SOH is reached. What it says is that that pack or cell is not fit for use in the electric vehicle. So you can take the battery pack or module. You can use it for so many other different purpose, like stationary battery condition, UPS, stationary energy solutions are coming up. So there you can put, because for electric vehicle demands are very high, as of we also discussed many times. So acceleration, deceleration, and then charging, discharging, and the climatic condition, vibration in the vehicle. So all that no will not make the battery to fit. So you can get secondary usage. After that, that also it is this thing. And then only it will go for the uh, recycling plant. So India also started putting on the level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 recyclers have started coming up. So that is also government is also encouraging to set up the grade 4 is the complete comprehensive facility. Grade 1, as I understand, is only they can dismantle and give this thing, not they won't process anything that is coming. It is also coming for other thing. Recycling, we are talking about battery, but recycling is coming for other thing, like no, the magnet, electromagnet and other thing. Other the motor, lot of other materials are there. You have a copper, you have the uh, rotor, stator, all the other thing also. People are looking at recycling as a big opportunity, right? It's clear I can take somewhere around 80%. 80%, it will be risky to use in the electric vehicle, right? You can go for the secondary application. Ecosystem is getting developed. So people will be available, companies will be available. They take the batteries, they use it for the secondary purpose. Then it will go for the recycling, right? EV11, you raised the hand.
Yes, sir. I raised for the this battery charging cycle. If we charge battery remaining at 20% and charge up to 80%, then it won't count under the cycle.
No, no, no. And there are two things. Your charging, discharging, and the vehicle is also. The vehicle is also, when you charge full, then it is also continuously discharging. And it is only always, it is a partial, right? It is not fully this thing depending on the vehicle requirement. But there is a BMS is calculating equivalent charging cycle, so that will have the effect of the state of health.
Okay.
So, how to make a whole thing sustainable and affordable and economical? That is what is given lot of priority for the electric vehicle, including batteries. All right. I think I have answered all the points what we have been discussing. Anything I have not touched?
Regarding the vehicle services, sir. So in your life, we cannot predict all the vehicles will be 100% working.
Means what?
Like suppose if I buy one vehicle, electric vehicle,
Hmm.
after a few months it's not working. So how fast we will like, this is one concern regarding like, you ask why you are not buying the vehicle, like what is your problems you ask, no? At the time I answered this one. So based on these reasons, I don't currently I'm not preferring to buy the vehicle.
See, the whole thing, this course, the emphasis is that how robust your verification and validation. So what is that why you are spending a lot of time, money and effort? A company is spending so much on the understanding the verification and validation, right? You don't want any failure and you have a target apart from cost target, market share and weight target, any other thing. Two important parameter is the safety, durability and reliability. Reliability is well addressed. One second, just a second. Sorry, a small intervention. So if you follow all the, we also learned that what is the purpose of DFMEA, how to do DVVP, then how to do set up a virtual engineering, how to do a physical prototype, how to get the certification. So many things we have discussed, right? The rest of the thing, including electrical, electronic, mechanical component, and then making the vehicle fit for all the kind of a foreseeable operating condition, right? With all that has been done, do you think that no, there will be a problem in the vehicle? A catastrophic problem which will make you cannot use the vehicle?
If you follow whatever the things you mentioned, surely 100% you will not get the issues. But there may be, if it is 0.001 percentage also, any one vehicle out of 1 million vehicles, 1%, one vehicle, if it is one or 10 vehicles, if it's got failed, so those if those six out of those six, if one is mine, then how better I will get the uh, s- uh, um, response from the OEMs, or how better I will get the service
So
regarding that.
what is the equivalent measure? What is the probability on the petrol or diesel vehicle? Whatever the thing you are quoting.
So
10
those
vehicles in 1 million, right? Do you know what is the thing in the petrol or diesel vehicle?
no, sir.
Then
But those can be solved locally also. But what
this
about
will
the
also
EV?
be solved. No, this is not a problem. Is it a mechanical issue or electric issue or electronic issue? No, electronic component are almost non-repairable. Actually, it is a very good thing, tamper-proof. So if you have a BMS problem, you, if at all anything is happening, you replace, right? Unit replacement rather than can you take a printed circuit board and then you can repair it, you can diagnose. It's not possible. Which transistor, which semiconductor gone wrong. It's all difficult, right? That is why things have got simplified. Then people say that electronic is not a this thing. Electronic is highly reliable, durable. All the aircraft and other thing, mission critical, your satellites, rockets, or electronic, remote control, working satisfactorily. So that confidence you have to have. So that whatever the risk, 10 in 1 million, risk is there for everything. Even people, you recruit 100 people. So what the probability all the 100 people will be uh, the expertise, what you expect, what is the probability? Is it 100%? All of them? Or what is the probability that 100% of the people will be retained for 10 years? Even companies are not saying so. Given the current situation, every day some news is coming. Day before yesterday, they have given India unit, Chennai, Bangalore, and other thing. One US company has closed the Indian shop. They are saying that we are closing the Indian unit. 200, all people are given layoff. So that is very, very difficult, this thing, apprehension. Nobody can solve, right? Don't worry about that. So EV industry will lose one vehicle if you don't buy because of this reason. To continue to live with what you have.
No, not now, but after 5 years, I'll buy.
I'm telling 10 years, no, the petrol is going to cost something. People say that another 20 years, all the petrol will be depleted. then you may be buying petrol, like what I said, the battery cost. So you'll be paying 1,000, 2,000 rupees per liter of petrol. The electricity will be available everywhere, abundant. Clear? Don't worry about that.
Okay, sir.
Whenever you feel comfortable, you buy.
Sure, sir. Okay, sir.
But
Like,
only thing, only apprehension after going through the course, and then you are a automotive and verification validation engineer. All my thing is not good, sir. Only 80% this thing, 20% still you have a problem. And our process is not correct. That is what has happened to some of the leading companies in India. The warranty cost, usually it will be 2% or something. This company has allocated 25%
okay,
because number of vehicles standard in the dealer point is very huge. They are not able to repair and give it within two-wheeler. It should be given within hours. Now they are taking months. The company is running a big problem now.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Just I need. I will ask one straight question, sir. If it is okay, then like it is okay. Like we are doing all the 100. We discuss many testing, sir. Like regarding the validation and all. So whatever the testing validation you mentioned, all those things. Is there any OEMs are following 100%?
Now, I worked with OEM for about 40 years, right? And whatever the thing, robustness of the validation, commitment for the validation, our failures actual field is abysmally low. Nothing. I can clearly say. Whatever you have identified during the verification or validation, correlated, action has been taken, those failures have not occurred in the field. I can authentically say. When I joined the company, it was very primitive, and over the years, we have created crores of rupees have been spent to set up a technical center, huge facilities, test tracks, 4 poster, 6 poster, then trained people, invested on the training, invested on the software tools. Lot has happened. Started with 14 people, now it has grown to 1,500 people strength. Similar case with all the other OEMs, Indian OEMs, right? So technology has helped us. Companies also are committing huge finance and investment. They are not looking as a expenditure. R&D, testing, validation. People started thinking it is an investment for the product, right? That is the stature of the industry. Directly, I can give based on my experience. I represented a very big organization in India. So from that, I can say.
Okay, sir.
30 years back, have you done? Not, because facilities were not available, people were not there, and the funds were not there, right? Today, volumes have increased, then market reach has increased, and then countries started not only a small market, geographically spread within India and outside. So your product quality, reliability, durability of high nature. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Next question. From your experience, from the option that you have mentioned, hub, single motor, belt drive, which is the most reliable option, considering the performance, fatigue, handling, and the consideration. All right. Especially you're talking about uh, two-wheeler, right? I mentioned in the notes also, right? Hub motor is there and centrally mounted motor with a belt drive. All the 3 points, nothing is inferior or superior. Which is the motor reliable in terms of performance, fatigue, handling consideration. All the things are qualified, tested under this thing. That is why same company, I think I have given some example, same company, for some of the models they opted for belt drive, some of the models they opted for hub motor. All right. Issues are there, but they're all surmountable. They have taken care of it. So when you have a hub motor, so it has to only the speed matching. Second one is the mass, right? So what do you call as the unsprung mass vibration? When wheel is vibrating, the motor also will vibrate. So design has to become robust, right? Centrally mounted motor, if you have a belt drive, then that is also good design. Belt is not, these are all specialized belt, right? That way, lot of vehicles are running in India also. So both the options are good. So depending on that application and all, if it is a road condition is very bad or something like that, so that way you have to take a clear view. Then suspension tuning is very important if it is a hub motor. The cost effective, simpler design. Just a second. Is there any hybrid EVs in two-wheeler segment? Also, sir, any R&D happening? Not really. Some companies are working. So year before last year, we had a Bharat Expo in Delhi. So I also visited them. A lot of stalls. So people started some Japanese and other companies exhibited the so-called hybrid, right? So all the vehicle are not Honda. They had a solution. I think Yamaha. These companies displayed, and then we could also discuss with the team. So whatever the hybrid, what you have seen in four-wheeler, is not a similar hybrid, right? It has got a starting aid and things like that, not full hybrid. I also checked some literature survey and technical paper. Full hybrid with one IC engine and one electric motor doesn't seem to be very catchy. It's not having any big advantage user point of view. Is it clear? EV19.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir.
To increase range in battery, what matters a lot? Capacity, that's all. You have a better straight away, linear. You have a battery pack with a 12 module. So you have another module. If you another pack, another 12 module, range will automatically increase. But why do you want a range, increase range? What is the necessity? You have to see that it's not automatically increasing this thing. Suppose you have Vivek Raju, wait, I'll answer you.
So
So
basically,
range, no
there was,
range. Yeah, please go ahead.
yes, sir. Why I asked the question is because we wanted to increase the present range. Let's say if it is 50 to 60 kilometers per charge in the hybrid vehicles, sir. But we are being asked to increase it to 200 kilometers or 250 kilometers. So in that case, what are the parameters could be very important in considering the battery and battery pack? So that's what I was trying to understand, sir. Yeah.
No, one is that capacity of the battery. No, how
Okay.
to, what is your need? What is your motor? What is your motor efficiency? What is the topology? One motor or two motor? For that, you have to give the energy, right? So, how much energy you can store? Battery electric vehicle, it is a rechargeable battery. One time you have to charge, you have to use again, you have to recharge. So, how much charge is available in the battery? So, that is what is the range, right? Battery is one of the aspect, right? Second one, you have to see the whole efficiency of the system. Driver to driver make the impact about 20 to 10 to 20%. So these are all the external factors. Technically, you want to see this thing. People are looking at lightweighting, how to reduce the energy consumption, how to improve the energy efficiency. Then comes the increase the battery pack, right? If you go for a higher capacity battery, then it has got its own implication in terms of packaging, weight. So if you increase the weight, again, range will come down. Energy consumption will increase. Also, cost also will increase, right? So at what cost you want to give is the people are ready to buy the vehicle. And I don't think that a 50 kilometer to 200 kilometer 4x may not be a thing. It should be a new vehicle, new package. So that can be the better approach. Same
Okay.
vehicle, you are keep on doing it, you will have lot of other issues also. In your video, I saw multi-body simulation for a Huawei road profile. Please correct me if I am wrong. The profile is highly random. How close the simulation results when compared to measurement? So what is the last sentence? I am not clear, Vivek. Can you explain? How close the simulation
Yes.
result is
So
compared
yeah,
to
I can
measurement?
explain this. So basically, I'm working with some of our customers where we want to do some reliability analysis, right? So when it goes to all these different road profiles, there are possibilities that the different materials will express some stress both in the longitudinal and vertical direction. Now, obviously, we cannot always test these different two-wheelers. We could use the simulation for doing some kind of studies like this that can reduce the cost. So since you showed that there was a multi-body simulation that can go in a Pave road profile, I was just wondering if you have done some studies like that, where you have compared the front and rear accelerations in the suspensions with the simulations and got some good results, which can trust us to do the road profile.
Yeah, very good question. I have spent my time in the company I told about 40 years. More than 10 years I worked in the vehicle testing, including the torture track. What you call Pave is one of the torture track, all right? So how the random track is laid, all right? As I mentioned before laying, lot of all the companies worldwide, a torture track include power tar. How this one is laid? So basically, they instrument the vehicle. They go cross country, various roads, good road, bad road, unpaved road, pothole road. All that they will go, and the vehicle will be strain gauge, a critical location. Both the strain, you said 2 axis. It is a 3 axis, right? Thing,
Rosette sensors.
right? So those gauges will be there. Similar way, multi-axis accelerometers also mounted, and then we take lot of thing. We do the analysis, and then also there is a method of laying the random this thing. What is a random? The vibration and this thing is not uniform, right? That is what is called a random. If it is a herringbone or something, it will be a similar thing, so many repeats. But for a track to be done, you have to understand if you really go and travel in a track, it's very difficult. There are speed profiles are there, load is there. We do test in laden condition, unladen condition, pot load condition. Each one will have a throw up different kind of stresses and acceleration levels in the whole structural member, right? So we have done lot of studies running the vehicle, static instrumentation, and then taking the reading in the power track, and then giving the input of that vibration to the CIE, right? CIE, static correlation of the strain, modal, and dynamic, whether this one is there. So that is iterative process. Then after that, only this thing. So we are able to structure, vehicle structure this thing. If any kind of high stress point is seen in the CIE, similar one in terms of stress or failure we observed in Huawei also. Like that, a lot of confidence has been built over the period of time, both in road test, torture track test, then six poster. Six poster is another thing. There are some limitation. Vertical vibration can be simulated well, right? Other thing will be a problem. There also established correlation. The benefit is that you can complete the cycle in few weeks rather than torture track will take maybe some months, right? Running the vehicle at 24/7. All three shifts will be running the vehicle. Then we come to CIE. CIE also we have done uh, static level correlation, then model fine tuning, identifying the model correction, FE model, and then we have done the fatigue life also we have predicted. Lot of
Yeah.
tools are available.
Yes.
Fatigue life prediction for the CIE analysis. So a lot of correlation we have achieved.
One small question, sir. Sorry to interrupt. So the CAE results also depends upon that input excitations that you're giving, right? So basically, this road profile will cause some kind of accelerations in your suspensions. Maybe you can consider that as your input response. For that input response, you will give the input to the CAE and see how the strain is seen in different parts of the system. My question is that input response means that you have to model the road profile, no, sir? So how did you handle that?
CIE will not go for the road profile. Don't worry about that.
Yes, yes.
CIE not normally The power track, it will give you a set of acceleration values and things like the strain value. So there is a filtration process. You have to identify the non-damaging frequencies, right? Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. So damaging frequency you have to filter. So only that will be given. So which point it is given, we don't know. The CAE model, you are talking about virtual proving ground is a different.
Okay.
I think you are not asking virtual proving ground.
No, sir. No, my whole question is, can we somehow virtualize this Pave kind of profile?
That is
So
what I
that
said, virtual VPG. We are going
yes, sir.
to, I don't think I have given the lecture yet. There is a separate AI simulation and tools, what we call as a VPG, virtual proving ground. So how
Okay.
to model that, how to analyze that, there is a separate lecture which is forthcoming.
Okay, sir. I'll
Just
wait for that.
2 days back only I have done the recording. Maybe 11th week or something we will get it.
Sure, sir.
So you are not building the physical track, building, maintaining, running the vehicle is very, very costly.
Yes.
Today you have tool, advanced tools are available. You can construct the virtual tracks and you can run the virtual vehicle and you can see the virtual result. Here,
Sir, clear, sir. But
you
just to
wait,
close this point, I was
wait,
thinking of.
wait for the lecture.
Sure, sure, sure.
You listen to it and then you can rephrase or ask.
Okay, sir. I'll wait for that.
Yeah, interesting.
Sir, I have another question, if you don't mind.
I never mind more question.
Okay, sir.
I'm more
So
happy.
in your slide, there is also some kind of simulations that you've done for the motor of two-wheeler using some so some analysis where you have given the stator outer diameter, length, number of slots, rotor poles, and things like that. No, sir. So is it a real simulations that was performed or
Yeah,
I
actual case
mean,
study.
forced
The thing what has been quoted is from the other company, they are very close partner to IIT. They have set up supported our simulation lab
Mhm.
called, that company is part of the Siemens now, right? They have presented the papers to one of the leading two-wheeler company workshop, right? 2-day workshop, I think. So they have shared the part of the presentation to me for teaching learning purpose, which I have presented. All right. Alter Engineering is the company. They have a lot of dedicated tools. Then all the case studies using their portfolio of tools. That's what is presented.
Yeah, but in that, yeah, yes, sir, I got it. There you've told that they have done some optimization and got some final number. So I was just wondering if we have a little bit more access to what they have done uh,
I
by any
think it
chance.
is confidential. I don't think that they will share.
Okay,
Maybe
sir.
that workshop, they would have discussed about that. So I given only abstract.
Okay, sir.
One company, Indian company, they were interested. And so as a part of the learning program, they presented all these things. It is a more detailed thing about a 2-day presentation. And you can see that volume of thing what has been discussed. So entire vehicle design development optimization, they walked through the program, which they had they have given the access to me. From that I have taken permission, then I have shared with you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Just to exhibit that students, these are all the tools available. These are all the process capability which all the learners can understand and then further their initiative. That was the key objective. Hello. Good. For a change, many people have participated, interacted. First time is happening in last 6 weeks. Good. Other people also would be benefited by all the discussion what have happened. Any specific question in the lecture what you addressed? Both two-wheeler, battery, BMS testing, all that we have covered.
No, sir. It's okay.
Yes, Kannan sir, tell me.
Yes, sir. It's clarified and verified. No more questions sir, for this lecture. Thank you.
Okay, okay, good.
Sir, did you heard about because of towing of any EV, two-wheeler or four-wheeler, any battery or vehicle was failed? Did you heard?
Repeat your question.
Because of towing, sir, on like any disabled vehicle, like when we are moving with another vehicle, two wheels on the road. Because of this situation, any battery or vehicle was failed. Did you heard this type of query, sir?
There are companies are giving specific instructions how to handle the towing for electric vehicle. All right. So there are specific things how to handle, how to this one. Generally, one thing is that safest and universal recommended method is using the truck four wheel on the ground, right? The prevent the rear wheel is spinning. If it is generating electricity, it is a problem depending on the drivetrain. This thing. Then if it is not available, then it is better to leave the drive wheel, right? If you have a two-wheeler, this thing, and the rear wheel is the drive, no? So you have to leave the wheel. So that is the thing. It should be in the neutral or drive should happen. Then there are specific this thing. Four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. You have to have the what do you call? No, you have a flatbed vehicle. On that you put it and then do that. Don't tow the vehicle on the road. So user manual have to be referred to, right? Then TOI These are some of the parts which will get expected to damage. Is that no, there are some instruction for the structural damage should not happen for the batteries. All right. So you'll also try to. There are a lot of private videos are available. Just a second. Just to hold on. So I will try to share quickly, then you can share the link where it is useful. The video visible?
No, sir. Screen is blank.
I'm seeing that. So I'm sharing a link here. Please go to note down and then go through that. So it is a towing a electric car, all right? A simple demo. But key thing is that driving has to be lifted, or if you have a problem, the flatbed trailer. So don't this thing. It is better to even a small a truck, two-wheeler can be done. That is more safer than towing the vehicle. Generally, people don't tow the two-wheeler. Of course, cars they tow, but it is better to get a towing vehicle, and trained people have to tow this thing. It is a precaution you have to take. But copy the link. Those who are interested, go through that. Of course, it is not a Indian example.
Did you share the video link, sir? Like I can see
Yeah,
only.
in the chat box. Chat box.
I can see
Chat
only.
box. Given the link.
Oh, but I can see only text, sir.
Text only I given.
Okay.
So copy the text and then put it in YouTube,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yeah, okay.
It's a YouTube video link. Can you see the link? The chat box. Still more questions? Anybody would like to ask? Some hissing sound. I think Gurudat. You want to ask something?
No, sir. Actually, I was just trying to see the link. Fine, sir.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you for making the session interesting. I hope we'll continue. So we'll meet next week. Right? Thank
Okay.
you all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kannan.